What's going on, everybody? Today we are making a honey Dijon tenderloin with roasted potatoes and green beans. A clean, hearty, and balanced meal prep that can be done in under 40 minutes. Oh, and it tastes good too. So let's jump into how to make it. Let's start with our tenderloin. I have roughly 1,000 grams of pork tenderloin here, which I just cut in half to help fit my skillet. To season with some oil, then add in 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 10 grams of Worcestershire sauce, 50 grams of Dijon mustard, and then 50 grams of honey. And now we can just toss this together, get our seasoning covered across every nook and cranny of those pork tenderloins, and then we can get to grilling. So to an oiled cast iron skillet, or stainless steel if that's all you have, we'll place in the tenderloins. And right now, just like we've done numerous times, we're just looking for color on the tenderloin to get those visually appealing grill marks that look super cool, which caramelize really nicely from the sugar of the honey. So give this a minute or so, flip back and forth and get the marks on both sides. And then once there, you can add in 50 grams of chicken stock to the pan, and then transfer it to a 450 degree Fahrenheit oven until the tenderloin reaches 145 degrees internally. Alright, so with our tenderloin now cooking, we can get on with our vegetables. I have 800 grams of russet potatoes here, which I'll just hit with some oil, and then season with 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and then 30 grams of Dijon mustard. Now we can go ahead and toss this together and coat everything well. And then I'm going to add these to my air fryer basket and bake at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Or you can optionally toss these in the oven with the tenderloin. I just prefer the air fryer because it's a little bit quicker. And for our final vegetable, I have 680 grams of green beans, which will basically just repeat the same process. We'll add some oil and then season with 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. Now we can toss this in the oven with our tenderloin at 450 degrees Fahrenheit until the green beans are cooked to your liking. Alright, perfect. So the final step is just making a sauce for our dish. I'm going to add 75 grams of light sour cream to a mixing bowl, and then follow this up with 50 grams of Dijon mustard, and you can add more or less depending on your liking. Then a pinch of salt and a pinch of black pepper. Now you can add chicken stock to thin this out, that'd be perfectly fine, but I'm going to take 20 grams of the residual cooking juices from the pan of our tenderloin and add that in, which will obviously add a ton of flavor here. So either way, get this mixed together and then we're ready to prep. Alright, so to prep, I'm going to start with my roasted green beans, getting those tucked in on one side of the containers. And you may have to cut them depending on how wide your bowls are, but the next thing we'll do is just add in our potatoes into the center here, getting those tucked in like so. And then finally, we can add in our sliced tenderloin at the end here. And feel free to hit these bowls with some additional salt and freshly cracked black pepper. That'd be a great add. I'm not going to put my sauce on top just yet because I'm going to do it after I reheat these bowls for lunch each day. But if you want to add it in advance, that'd be totally fine. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the recipe and frankly all of the recipes we posted thus far. We're having a terrific time doing it, and we look forward to sharing more in the future.